Hello little nestlings, this is Miss Print Magpie and today we are playing Hooked on You. And I'm very excited because I've been looking forward to playing this game for a little while, ever since a friend got it for me. Because honestly it just looks very funny. So yeah, let's just hop right into this then. Also just the killers. Let's see. There we go. Yay, a stream! Yes, hello, Corin. How are you doing? Look, it's the game. It's the one. It's already cracking me up just from how lighthearted it is and the art to it. So good. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Something tells me I nearly drowned. I'm doing better now that you're live. Aww, thank you, Corin. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. Yeah, I suspect I might have almost drowned. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Is this like a weird, like the entity decides to have a beach episode? Is that what this is? What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, it really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go? Oh, can I go on? Sorry. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Yeah, I think the entity decided to have a beach episode. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Magpie. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay then, as I was... As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of the newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Is that my body? Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? That's a good question. I don't know why. I was not expecting these dark elements to be here, even though it's a Dead by Daylight game. I don't know, I was just expecting a silly dating sim, but now I feel like there's more to it. Run, close your eyes, dig up that face? I really want to dig up that face. It's a Nemesis zombie, can't believe he let them swim. He was trying to teach them how to swim and it didn't go well. I'm gonna dig up that face. Speedo Nemesis and DBD win. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground beneath you. Oh. There is no body, just his head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Oh, am I also romancing the ocean? Is that another option I can have? Beautiful. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. But yes, when are we getting Speedo Nemesis in Dead by Daylight? The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not, or no? What would I be spending it on? What if I want to save it? I'm gonna go no thanks. No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? I really want to say no. Do I want to make an enemy of the narrator this soon? Is that what I want to do? Oh, I like the button that sounds. I'm gonna go with no. No, it's mine now. Finders keepers. Psh, be that way then. I will. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Is it the decomposing face? To go with your heart. Thank you, Corin. Oh. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. Completely normal, nothing off about it. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Oh no, I gotta try and pick voices for each of these characters. Crap. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh my lord, she's beautiful. Look at her. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. Look at him. Oh, okay, I think she's my favorite. Yeah, I think I'm romancing the spirit first, for sure. Oh, look at this big bad boy. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Look at the art in this. This is incredible. I love this. Oh my gosh. Corin, thank you for this. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers, I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. That trapper looks amazing. He does look great. So does Huntress. Okay, I feel so bad. I can't remember which killer is the other male one. I feel bad that I can't remember. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. But I love a spirit. Oh, Wraith, of course, duh. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. You got that right. Oh no! Sorry, cats are intruding. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing. I'll toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. He's usually invisible. It's fine, thank you. Try hard much? Blech. No, wait, Spirit, please. I wanna impress you the most. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. I like how they don't really care that this random person has just shown up. They're like, yeah, it's whatever. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Yeah, I was gonna say. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Magpie. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. Who are these people? With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. That's just how beautiful I am, you know? I can't help it. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. Sorry, Mr. Trapper, sir. And I guess you're also a nitwit. I mean, all my friends already knew this about me, so... Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. There's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Same! Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Very true, Spirit. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Oh, thank you, Huntress. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. So apparently everyone is done with the Trapper's BS. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Listen, I'm slack-jawed because of how beautiful you all are. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? I mean, what if I want to romance you first? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh, Huntress, no, wait. Oh yeah, not yet. Wait, what am I missing? Hey, Magpie, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon. Enough. What am I missing? Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Oh no, I'm already feeling very pressured. This is a timed quiz and it will be very important later. Oh no, okay, I gotta get my setup. Alright. Very important, okay. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. I don't trust this. How attractive would you say you are? Average? I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. Yep, that's right, Spirit. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Those are two very different things, but thank you. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? History, skipping class. History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. At least we'll know we're doing it when it happens. What's your favorite animal? Muscling? Cat. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl I have some specific love of all things cats? And more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. I love Spirit. I want to romance Spirit so bad. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. I'm going 3-day-old corpse. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised by how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised? I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Astronaut nightclub, not working at all. Yeah. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. I'm Gen Z, thank you very much. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate or horseflesh? I'm gonna go with chocolate. Because I'm basic like that. I haven't tried horseflesh before, so. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. He likes chocolate too, probably. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I was gonna say vanilla, dang it. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Honestly, the narrator's onto something. I'm partial to vanilla. Vanilla's pretty good, but I think the narrator has it with mint chip as the best. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Oh no. Oh no, do I go with or against the narrator? I mean, I was going against the narrator earlier, so... I'm gonna go with horseflesh. The best flavor is horseflesh. You got a reading comprehension problem. I just told you mint chip was where it's at. Listen, I agree with you in real life, but in the game, I feel like I should be against you. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Horseflesh! Who do you think you are? Let me tell you who. Not the one in control of if you live or die. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Oh, I did get a game over! Oh, that's so good! Try again or give up. I'll try again, go on. Oh my gosh! Oh, this is so good. Okay, so I'm doing the quiz again. Corin, let's go! Yes. Oh, I've already died and I'm so proud of myself. You derailed the name just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. There's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. You know, on second thought, the narrator seems pretty sensible. Maybe I should listen to the narrator. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game, too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. So is the Wraith meant to be kind of like the flighty, like, ditzy one? Magpie just got killed for liking different ice cream. I love it. Yeah, this is already a great game so far. I mean, come on. Everyone knows that horseflesh ice cream is the best flavor for sure. Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Is it bad that this image of Huntress holding the axe is also very appealing? Probably, but you know. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Magpie, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz and it will be very important later. It's the point of the game. Yep. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Okay, this time I'm gonna say very. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Well, it's not fair to compare anyone to yourself. You're like an Adonis, okay? Trapper. Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Light. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not sure where I want to be. I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? History. History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. Oh, hi, Liabe. How's it going? I love Spirit's hat. It's so good. It is. I love her whole outfit. It's amazing. That's why I want to romance her first. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl I have some specific love of all things cats? And more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. Don't worry, I won't judge you for your love of cats. What's your favorite color? 3-day-old corpse. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses. No biggie. I'm definitely not trying too hard. Also, how you doing, Liabe? Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised by how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised? I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Not working at all. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? I want to write forever. And play games. It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Again, sir, I'm Generation Z, thank you. Best flavor of ice cream. Horseflesh. Horseflesh? Horseflesh. I'm good, this game looks interesting. It is very interesting so far, it's very funny. Also, warning, I don't know if this applies to anybody, but there was a warning at the beginning for anyone who, for any photosensitive people, like epileptic people or anything, so if that's the thing that applies to you, be careful. I mean, ocean sounds. My favorite flavor is pain. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Like, again, I know I went against the narrator before, but I do actually like mint chip the best. Oh, hi JT, how you doing? Always here for you, Misprint. Magpie, love you a lot too. Aw, thank you, JT. Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Okay, mint chip. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I want to start getting to know them as well. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. How are you the richest? How do any of these people have money? I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Okay. Hey, Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. I'm sensing some friction here. Also, JT, I don't remember if I asked, but how are you doing today? Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. Don't worry, I'm not most things, Spirit. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? That's fair. Yeah, I get that. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. I'm liking Spirit more and more by the minute. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society, she hates it so much. Wasn't she, though? Oh, no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened, yeah. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. I love Huntress. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Do I know what you mean? Because you could be talking about love or murder. Grow up. Grow a body. Oh. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Yeah, take that, Trapper. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. What is this game? Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. I should have been playing this so much sooner. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I like how everyone is just kind of ganging up on the Trapper. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat not docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. How does anyone here have money, though? Is it those gold coins like the one I found in that corpse's mouth? Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? That's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Okay, I can already see where this is going. So here's my thing. I love all of them, especially Huntress and Spirit, but I want to romance Spirit first. So I'm going to go with Spirit first. Unless, actually, should I make a poll? Is there a certain person everyone wants me to romance first? Or to just follow my heart? I'm curious what the chat has to say. Nah. You do you? Okay, I'm gonna pick Spirit. Where do you want to go? That's the, wait, which is the, is that the lounge? Wait, which is which? Help! That looks like the yacht. You've been on the spirit train for a long time. I really have. Okay, so is this the volleyball game? Which is the lounge? Oh wait, is this the lounge? I'm guessing this is the lounge. I'm gonna hope. It'd be great. Yes! Okay, it'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. You know, I just barely got out of being almost drowned and then finding a random corpse and then digging through the corpse's mouth to get a coin, you know? I kind of just want to relax for a bit. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. Honestly, it's kind of like what I like to do with the ocean. Like, I love swimming, but with the ocean, it's just too salty. It kind of ruins it for me, swimming. I like swimming in lakes and rivers. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? That's fair, and honestly, I'm, like, ignoring the fact that I wanted a romance spirit anyways, I'm kind of the same personality-wise. Why am I the only one who gets it? Oh, it's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Okay. I'll do it with you. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Oh, they're here? Claudette and Dwight, they're here? For just one moment. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize they were in this game. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them. I'm so glad they picked Dwight and Claudette. Oh my lord. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. So even on a quote-unquote vacation, they have to do all the work. They're the only help remaining on the island. Did everyone else get murdered? Is that why? Is that what? This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Is that the dramatic musical flourish? None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Which is also code for the interview process being hunted down by the killers, I'm assuming. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. What is happening? However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. But what if I want to? We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. You know, that's fair. The most you can do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please, follow us. What is happening? Again, I went into this expecting just a silly dating sim. I wasn't expecting there to be actual dark storylines going on. I probably should have expected it, but I didn't for some reason. So now I'm like super into it. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. Oh, that would be so cool, though, if there is. Like, I doubt obviously that's not the case, but if there was another island getaway, and then in a sequel, that island getaway could be more of the killers you could romance. Cough, trickster, cough. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Don't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. Do I get to go to the other island at some point? So what'll it be? I'm gonna do the lounge again. I want spirit. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Plus, most of your joints are kind of like cut off and just floating there. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kinds of threats around on this island. I love how they go from being just murderous, terrifying, to like this cute adorableness. So thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Anything for you, Spirit. Are we threatening to end each other again? Ha 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 ha. Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Is this what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make? Is what we'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams? Ha ha! Hilarious, right? Right, Dwight? Dwight, keep your cool. Follow Claudette's thing. Also, Claudette's hair is so cute. Yeah, right. So what will you be having? Vodka soda, sangria, Scotch rocks, virgin daiquiri. I'm gonna admit, I'm not super familiar with alcohol. Ali, virgin daiquiri? Claudette looks great. I know, I love the character designs. I didn't come here to party, I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know, how about a daiquiri? I know how to make that! Good for you, Dwight, good for you. But skip the liquor, I'll have mine virgin. Trapper snickers at your choice of words. Sure you will, kid. Don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze just to please someone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. You're the only spirit for me, Spirit. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on, with your sword. You'd never do something like, I don't know, hide from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything. Hey, that hat looks great. You just wish you had that fabulous hat. Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk. Since we fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? The Wraith seems like he doesn't have much opinions. I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv games that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Hey, it's okay, Spirit. If you're a nerd, I accept it because I, too, am a nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. I agree, but it's cute. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, yes! Novels, comics, fiction, or non, reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. I agree full-heartedly, Spirit. I just kind of picked Spirit because I love her aesthetic and everything, but her personality is so in line with what I wanted. Corin, if she's a nerd, then I wish I was in her club. Yes, you do wish that, don't you, Corin? A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Magpie, what's your Desert Island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be a classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Oh, this game is amazing! Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? I don't know. Literally the first thing that popped into my head was the TV show Hannibal, so I don't know if we've gotten soft, but, you know, whatever. Dracula, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. I'm gonna go with Dracula. So, modern day vampires, for the most part, not the best. Dracula, though, like, random fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, Dracula could be considered both a vampire and a werewolf, technically. So I'm gonna go with Dracula. Dracula is one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain? Oh, I wonder if this has any parallels to my current situation. It's downright thrilling? Well, I guess what I was going to say. Sparkly vampires are better than the classic ones? No, they're not, Corin. You're incorrect in every way. That despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents? Same here. Yeah, let's go with that. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? I love this. I love the art in this game. I love this. I'm sorry. I just love it. If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. I mean, is she wrong though? The art is super good, I know, right? But like, is she wrong? Is she wrong? The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Oh, don't worry, Spirit. I think there's much more interesting people for that. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. I think Huntress is the second one I'll go for. Unless maybe I'll have it so that I go for Spirit first, but then I'll have everyone else pick who my second person I romance is gonna be. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered face. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh dear. The trickster! Guys, it's the trickster! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so excited. Let me know if the audio sounds terrible and if I need to stop getting overexcited. But it's the trickster, guys. It's my boy. And Corin, I know that you're probably thinking, oh great, Trickster's here, she's not gonna have eyes for anyone else. I honestly think I would still rather romance the Spirit. But Trickster is here. Wow, didn't know he was here. From the way you say that, Corin, I get the feeling you did know. You're glad he's here? Trickster? Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? Oh no, we have Trickster now. Crap. Beat it, hack. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Especially if it's Trickster. Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea. While also teasing the secret Trickster ending. What? There's a secret Trickster ending? I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo! What was that interlude? The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. What a wonderful way to put it, Dwight. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. Thank you, Claudette. Again, Claudette looks great. Dwight also looks great, but Claudette. Look at Claudette. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye. Real romantic-like. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar. But not watching! Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults, which everyone here is. Magpie, you're up! You grip the bottle in your hand, and put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, and on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Will I know which person the pointer is? I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Very true. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I think I'm ready. Ready! And away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Okay. And... oh, this is so difficult. Sorry, I'm just like, it's so difficult. Oh, okay, I have to do it here. Wait, what? Oh, I have to press here, duh. No! I was so close! Please not Trapper. Well, we didn't get Trapper. I was like a smidge away from Spirit. You got Wraith. You two are meant to be... Psych! You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First, you get 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the island. Bottle on this here island. Thank the Lord. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. No! Oh no! This is bad. This is bad. Okay, I need to level up the playing field a bit. No! I didn't mean to get Wraith. I meant to get Spirit. Wraith is your true match. No, he's not. Everyone, ooh. There's more to this game than just reading. Okay. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Wraith, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. But I wanted Spirit! I'm so upset. I hope this doesn't mean that I have to romance him first. No offense, Wraith. Your heart races, you can feel your pulse pounding in your ears because I wanted Spirit. Wraith takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Good! Wraith, we. Look, you're great, but also terrifying. Did he just steal your line? I want to be kissed by you, but, well, I'm maybe not even sure how. Is that sad? Great, now I look sad. If the tropical shorts fit. You make me happy to be around, I think. It's still so new, all of this. We can figure it out together. No, I want Spirit. Really? Really, I'd like to get to know you. And you know, the kissing thing sounds great in theory. It sure doesn't sound painful. So then, for now... Does this mean I don't get a romance Spirit? Can I, like, go back in time? Is there a way? Corin, you're the person that I go to for answers. Do you know? Wraith reaches out and gives you a vigorous handshake. We're acquaintances going on friends. Going on lovers? I'm sorry. Settings button, maybe? Hold on, I gotta check this. Oh, I didn't save anything. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to completely restart the thing. I'm gonna Google it real fast. Like, wait, should I Google or should I just go with the flow? Great handshake, by the way. Oh man, if I'd known about saving, I would have saved it right before the minigame. Nah, go with the flow? Okay. Really? Truly, it was a great handshake. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume is passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. The dying comes later and at very different causes. When there are so many more interesting things to die from. Dwight needs to keep his cool. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. That's fair. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Again, fair. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. I knew they were gonna say that. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh no, am I gonna have to keep track of this? Is Trickster joining us? He is! Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Yeah, well they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Magpie. Real good. Want to be part of my next album? And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest will sit up opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Okay. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? Yes, the big boys, Corin. I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. You know, Trapper, for once, you're right. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Oh, I think Huntress is getting hangry. Hey, Magpie, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I was kind of thinking that, yes. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Okay, which survivor do we think this was? Like, Jake, William, Jill, like, any bets on which survivor that once was? I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. You guys have really gotten used to this if you're happily cooking your once fellow survivors. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least, it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bi-swept swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. I have to agree. That katana is pretty great. By the way, there is a true ending and a friend zone ending for Spirit. I can't friend zone Spirit. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Aren't we all kind of in purgatory anyways? Again, I think this is just the Entity's beach episode. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Magpie, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. Dinner. Oh, we found out who the survivor was. Oh, that's good. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. It's obviously the katana. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, tetanus is a real danger, narrator. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Oh, it's so dark. I love it. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of... Oh no, another minigame. Oh no. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area but not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready. I'm not gonna do well. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Okay, this seems a bit easier. Perfect. Yay, I did it. Okay, this is a bit faster. That's not good. Yay. Perfect. Yay. Oh no, it's getting faster and faster. Oh. Not bad. Oh lord. Oh no. You missed completely. Oh no, now Spirit's gonna think less of me. No! You missed completely. Oh, the Spirit approves! That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. I agree. Katana is best. Oh, the Spirit! Yay! Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Sorry, Mr. Ocean, / Miss Ocean, / Ocean of genderlessness. I apologize. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is not only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Magpie. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Spirit is not wrong. The name is Frank. Frank Ocean. Thank you, Corin, for enlightening me about that. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? This is gross, I'm sorry. Look at that seagull! Yeah, I'm gonna look at that seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. I tried. Yeah, she's right, Magpie. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Dang it, the Spirit disapproves. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? How did you know about that? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Honestly, you're not wrong. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. For the choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. Okay, so is the ocean the entity? And if so, who is the narrator? You wake up to find Spirit! Yes! Holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? Corin, no clue. Who is the narrator? I must know. You look out into the darkness of the night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Man, getting really existential up in here. You've always been alone, you found someone special. I want to say you found someone special? I used to feel that way, small, unimportant, alone, but lately I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who's turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic she's clearly so passionate about. A friend, perhaps something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. Corin, no clue. Go edgy, gotta match your energy. Ouch. Sorry, I didn't see it until it was too late, Corin. Ha, a friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. Dang it, you were right, Corin. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Friends aren't what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. Ugh, I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside of me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid, that sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, chop chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Nothing but darkness, no dragon, just a lot of fire. This could go either way. Because both ways I feel could lend to her energy. I might go nothing but darkness this time. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. It's not what I would have picked. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. She'd basically be a goth teen. I mean, I think she would have been before her death if she wasn't, like she said, so busy trying to please everybody. I think that her natural personality is just edgy goth tween. I mean, teen, not tween. Ugh. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Yes, we're getting somewhere. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. I'm sorry, okay? That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. I'm sorry, Claudette. Don't be mad at me, please. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. I just mean an answer for romancing. You're right, Corin, you're right. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Oh. Go, go, go! Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular. It's me they're blaming. But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. It's me. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Let me guess, either it's gonna be me, or I'm gonna pick who tells the nighttime story. Just one story, but storytime is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? I certainly wonder how. Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out, you know? Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anyone here ever happened on schedule? Has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Uh-oh. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on... His name was changed to nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Magpie, who do you think you should go? Aw, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. It's gonna happen eventually, narrator, I'm sorry. I choose you, Spirit! Not as a Pokemon. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Trial run, you're really getting the hang of it now, or so you think. Oh, that's ominous. But yeah, I like how even they're like, no, we can't talk about Pokemon. Nobody's my favorite survivor, Corin. Really? You want to hear from me? Of course, Spirit. Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes so she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. Huh, wink wink. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down, and Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. So Huntress is really into Spirit story time. Ahem. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. Ooh. I love this game so much. Me too, Corin. I am so glad. And I want to shout out to Corin for getting me this game. Thank you so much, Corin. This is a delight so far. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. That's like one of the only things I can eat so far on the island. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hoda, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Massive on size, just like Chucky. Very true, Corin. Everyone knows that Chucky is the biggest boy in the game. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hoda comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hoda was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her, like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hoda. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through that narrowest of passageways, Detective Hoda watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoda, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in his horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised, I do, and pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hoda leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Hoda moves fast, very true, Corin. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoda and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Like a weird version of Sleeping Beauty. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoda gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing, as she swept her light from side to side. And that's where her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll almost, pulled apart, or... Oh, she's crying! Perhaps that's just how Detective Hoda had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. I wonder if the spirit is drawing from real-life inspiration. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Aw, I'd hug her right now. Same here, Corin, same here. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something! Say nothing, hug her, cool story, stand up and try to start one of those slow claps. I'm gonna say nothing and hug her, as we need. It's Corin, she needs support. Yes, I'm gonna hug her. You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Oh, it's got kinky all of a sudden. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Fair enough. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. This is the first calm, nice moment I've had since I got here. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. I love these random Trickster cameos. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wonderful! Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. Oh dear! You and I are absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean a narrator. Okay, who is the entity? Is it the ocean or the narrator? Is it both? Is it neither? I need to know these things. You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Ominous. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. You know, that's one of the bright sides of romancing these killers. It's like, when you're on their good side, it's like, nothing's gonna be able to touch you. You are protected forever. I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ickly. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was that person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Yes, perfectly. Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place. Oh, hi Taylor! Do they need to update this with the game? They need to add Nick Cage as romanceable if so. But he's a survivor. He would have to join Claudette and Dwight. Or he would be one of the people like Felix who gets roasted and served as dinner. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find. Revenge! Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Also, just random, hi Taylor, how are you doing? This game is very fun. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. I mean, that's true. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yes, no, who cares? Yes. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? Oh no! You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Corin, who cares? Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? My brain. I only have 2 brain cells. You can't be throwing this philosophical crap at me. I can't handle it. Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Oh, I'm glad that I seem to be going the Spirit route, though. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Was that corpse that I found really one of the big boy's corpses, or was it my corpse? That is the question. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the... We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? I'm sorry, I can't get over how cute Claudette is. Like, Dwight, you're looking good, but Claudette, so cute. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Well, yeah, because they're so beautiful. I want them to keep being beautiful. Oh, repeat the instructions. Would you please repeat the instructions? My pleasure. Oh, okay, it's a minigame. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm ready to play. Ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh no, I have to pick which one and hope it's correct? Oh no. Oh no. Let's see what's on this station. Turn it off. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. Oh no, I don't want to interrupt one of the killers. Crap. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Spirit, obviously. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Oh, she gives me a thing! Guys, she gave me a thing! Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. Oh, I love this. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I still want it back though, and if you lose it, well, don't worry, I won't lose it. I won't lose it. You'll get your revenge on me? If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy after that threat. It's very calming for the soul. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be so spooky. By now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. I apologize if you hear dogs barking in the background. My dogs just like to bark at random. Trapper is sitting next to you sketching a portrait? Oh, okay. I didn't know you were an artist, Trapper. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right... Corin, bark. Are you one of the dogs, Corin? Is that the plot twist? I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Obviously, you look like a very trustworthy soul. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. I wonder, could it be a trap? 'Cause you're the trapper? You've always been a dash hound. Out of curiosity, Corin, if I were a dog, what kind of dog do you think I would be? Like what species? But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. Well, I didn't think you were that interested in me to begin with, considering how you've been treating me. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Okay, good. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer, so that's a yes. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet to your left. I'll do my best. Finally, alone, for real this time, maybe, you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I haven't eaten yet, though. Which is not good. If they could have shared that popcorn with me earlier, I'd be a bit better off. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Oh my gosh, this game is so good! Huntress, look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat an all-organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm fit as a fiddle. You sure are. Look at those beefy muscles. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. There's always time to turn things around, like that one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain, only to return to my cabin, spent and starving, to find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney. They were delicious. The Trapper. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key to knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. Oh, the key is. I am a master of self-control. Are you sure about that? And right now I'm using all of the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Haha, that was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Honestly, a Labrador Retriever, based on what I've seen, you constantly seem outgoing and happy, you are book smart and a bit dopey at times, very fun to be around and makes places better whenever you are there. Aww, Corin! That's so sweet of you! Aww. Corin is a very sweet person. No matter what he might say to the contrary, he is sweet. He's a very sweet person. The Wraith. I'm not really sure how to feel about Magpie. On one hand, everyone I've ever cared about has met an awful fate, so it's probably good for Magpie if they just keep ignoring me. On the other hand, there's something about them that maybe could work out for my plan, for me. The Spirit. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. The Spirit and me have so much in common. I'm constantly cold because my blood doesn't know how to circulate properly. This cute hat and robe? Okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help? Still alive, you've survived your first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is... Oh, you can die on your first day? Like, I know the narrator can kill you for not picking mint chocolate chip as the best ice cream flavor, but... Wow, okay. Good to know going forward. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Hopefully it wasn't 14 feet to the left, as the Trapper warned. Huh, I wonder if that's with Trapper. Should I go for Trapper today then? Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. I mean, I think to end up on this island, you have to be a weirdo in some capacity, whether you're a survivor, a killer, or one of the survivors that turns them to dinner. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the game is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. Focus on Spirit first. No clue how long it takes. Okay. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Very true. And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Okay, did Senpai and I not realize that we wrote part of this game? Because we love Trickster. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? Oh. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Yeah, Trickster's definitely the most trustworthy sort. Also, is this flavored with the souls of the damned? Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I don't know if that's true or not. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. I already want a sequel to this game. I don't even know where it's going, but I want a sequel to it. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left it. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. Again, I feel like the entity just wanted a beach episode. That is the vibe I'm getting. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Wink wink. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. I mean, so far, yeah. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. All of this is very true. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Was it poisoned or poorly made? Make up your mind. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. Yeah, what was that about always being on time for schedules? Claudette and Dwight? Hypocrites. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Magpie. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option. I'm going with that one. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Magpie isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking. Even right now to see how you'll respond. Still clicking? Oh, is this gonna be like Doki Doki Literature? Oh wait, I'm not gonna spoil that. Like, I shouldn't even know that to begin with because I haven't played it yet. But I am gonna play that in future. Especially since this game gives me those vibes. Hey, look at that! Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Magpie. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Magpie! Did you hear us? We're all having fun! We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Should I say yes or no to this? I'm so tempted to say no. But I have a feeling it might be a mint chip situation. I think I might say no, just for the shits and giggles. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Magpie, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Oh, there's no way out of it! Perfect! Man, they got me. They got me. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes! Hey, Magpie, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. This the place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, or resorts like this. What did you do, Corin? Corin, stop getting me presents! Guys, someone make Corin stop. By the way, the Claudette costume is in DBD. It is? Okay, I need to get that. I need to get that. As soon as I play DBD again, I'm getting this outfit for Claudette. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. I don't want to go eat another survivor. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. And Corin, I'm checking as soon as I finish this up. Oh crap, I didn't realize it's almost 5. I want to go for 2 hours at least with this. So, Corin, are you good to start the other thing we're doing today at 5:30 instead of 5? Okay. Anyways, danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering, which no one was. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Hey, Spirit, if I keep romancing you, can you save me from Trapper? Maybe? Haha, just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but she is secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Oh, what does Spirit think? What does Spirit think? Something's not right. Did anyone else feel especially cold last night? Not in the technically dead sense, but I don't know, some other sense? Maybe you were missing someone, Spirit. It's like, for the first time in a long time, I felt the sun yesterday, and then it went away. I didn't like it. Guessing Wraith has had long enough to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. I'm glad the introduction of Magpie to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. Does anyone here wear sunscreen? I swear. Apparently not. I think Spirit probably does, but none of the others. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. Don't worry, Wraith, I'm asking questions too. I'm asking a question too. It's, when will Wraith shut up? And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. I hope she gives us sunscreen. Me too. I am very pale, and I burn very easily. I need sunscreen very badly whenever I go outside. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or a sexy true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. I mean, that bacon was probably left over from Felix, so I'm kind of glad I missed breakfast. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. Wait, can you romance the narrator too? It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They're probably doing something that's not at all suggestive. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do, whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at the super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and that I could hear you well, you know. No, what? What did you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? I mean, on this island, maybe. It's something to do, to pass the time. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? I mean, fair point. Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. Sorry, it's turning into real laughter now. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry runes and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Magpie, you're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. Oh, so they're like, yeah, there's no way off it alive, so like, just come back from the dead and let us know. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy, if you will. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. And it's barely even past breakfast. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Why would I be in a heated pool? It seems like it'd probably be really hot outside. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Please let it be Spirit. Spiky tip like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. Oh, is it a trickster? But it's no tree at all, it's... Yep. Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone was getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon, or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way? Oh yes, I have, Trickster. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. Wink. I could give you a private show. Oh, do you want to make me part of your album? Because I don't know if I want that. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. Yes, just mwah. Genius design for all of these characters. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that the guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. To be fair, I'm probably the most interesting thing that's happened in a while. Let's see who it is this time. Spirit, Spirit, Spirit. Yes! Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one who seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. Oh, okay. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sound around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. So what if I do? It's none of your business, narrator. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I'd suggest you do the same. Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something though, you and I. I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink wink. Hey, that's my line. You can't steal wink wink from me. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The vest barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. Oh dear. I might not survive my second day, guys. Should I save really fast? It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Or you could explode people's houses with the lemons. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons are poisoned all along. Narrator, what is it with you and poison? Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Oh, I don't want to die, but I really want Spirit. I'm sorry. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision, but know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog, understand? I mean, I'd hope not. I'm not really into that kind of thing. Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before. Literally. With a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. I would never. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Moros match. Revenge never looked as cute as it does in a sun hat and a black bikini. Very true. You and Spirit arrive at the oh, that's so beautiful. That's actually gorgeous. Okay. You and Spirit arrive at the coast overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. Saving isn't a bad idea. Well, I think it's a bit too late now, so we'll just see where it goes. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. And it looks amazing on her. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Very true. Just like, fun fact, white is actually all colors. A void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah! It does that! The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Should I still save right now? Or do you think it's too late? Corin is my go-to expert on these things. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. Probably too late. Yeah, it probably is. I'm probably gonna die second day. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. Corin, did you already know about that? Is that why you were making jokes about sunscreen earlier? You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Thanks, now we're talking no thanks? I'll just go with thanks. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I, lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? Oh my gosh, okay, I think this is my favorite art thing of her. It's great. You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Gulp. Just go with it in your opinion. Nope, never seen or played this. It's just from Florida and it's essential. I'm just from Florida and it's essential. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, it doesn't matter where I am. Like, actually, so I used to live in a place that got, like, frequent snow in winter, like, to the point where it would be high enough that, it would be, like, at some points when I was walking to work, I'd have to literally climb over hills of snow after the snowplows came through. But sometimes you'd have to wear sunscreen in winter just because of the sun shining off the snow. Anyways, sure why not or gulp, sure why not. Sure why not. Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Geez, yeah, I know. Snow is interesting. You watch a spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. That sounds interesting? Yeah. Comment on her floating hands ability, say nothing, ask about the shards of glass sticking out from her. I feel like these are kind of all dangerous choices. Because obviously, her dad. Maybe her floating hands ability? I don't want to say nothing. I want interesting conversations to be had. The fact that your hands just float around you, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of power you would think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. I'd ask about shards, it's a cool story. I do know Spirit's story, and it is very interesting. Tell her you're actually jealous or apologize? Okay, if I say jealous, she'd be like, I was murdered and stuff, how dare you be jealous? If I apologize, she might be like, no, stand your ground about things. Which one? Maybe this one, hopefully it'll be a bit flattering. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but I'm honestly jealous. No, maybe she'll lighten up, no! Oh no. I will show you exactly what it feels like to be me. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that one. She takes out her katana and slices you to pieces. Try again, I'm trying again. The Spirit's vengeance, I'm honestly surprised you lasted as long with the Spirit as you did. Me too. Okay, so now I'm gonna really quick get back to that point. Oh yeah, it does that! Sorry, I just love that, it's funny. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you for the sunscreen. Yes, I do need help reaching those difficult spots. Yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna do this again, but this time I will apologize. I'm truly sorry. I clearly haven't thought through what your experience was like. Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glasses that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Magpie. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. I knew I should have apologized, dang it. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. What was that about? Copyright infringement? Okay, I'm ready. Oh no. Oh wait, I have to press stop, whoops. Oh! You missed completely? Crap. Okay, there we go. Perfect! Oh dear. Okay. Not bad. Okay, not bad. And... oh! Missed completely. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it where it was supposed to be going, eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. I feel like this hasn't been choice, to be honest, been a romantic choice. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look over the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and bursts of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. What? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas, centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Oh great, wonderful. They're the dog vacuums of the ocean. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they are, you're pretty sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time. Is that how I got here? The lighthouse? Is the lighthouse the entity? Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch and underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island. Or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut! Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. Uh-oh. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. Oh dear. Okay, I'm betting it's gonna be... Oh, it could be either Huntress or Trapper. I want to say Trapper. Oh, nope, never mind, I was wrong. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? Well, you're the ones who served up Felix for dinner. When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. I feel cheated, I want my money back. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is a me! You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally. And figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair? I've said I've got, sap. Sap in my secret hair? There's a flap on my secret chair? Don't change the subject! Okay. Don't ask me what he's talking about. Yeah, no one knows. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while! I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. Like I keep telling you, it's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor! If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call it? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. Your cloak? I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure does seem like Dwight and Claude are going to stop this, so it's on you. Ahem! I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose Spirit, obviously. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. Okay, it's one thing to say, hey, I want to hang out with Spirit instead. It's another to just, to just be so mean to this dude. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith, too. Oh, that was a close one. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey, a cherry tree. Aww, are we gonna see sakura blossoms? Damn, he got roasted hard. He did, Corin. Like, that was just unnecessary, but it happened. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading around through the air around the both of you. I was hoping for this. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do you mean? What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Magpie? Empowered, frustrated, unsure. I'm gonna say empowered. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back. No rebirth, her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once, the fallen cherry blossoms represented the soul of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something, with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. I feel like you're not, though. You know we don't believe you, right? Yeah. Me and Spirit are on the same page. Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Definitely not. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. You don't know me, narrator. You don't know my life. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the, appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. Wraith is just getting so roasted in this. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all and scream at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. Well, that's nice. However, since Travis seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. Oh wait, is this... I want to know if this is like final stage 4 courting spirit or not, because I'm thinking of saving and ending it here, and it would suck if I ended right before one of the endings. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauce is allowed, and serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. It's 5 days? Oh, never mind, 3 days. Wait, what day are we on? Are we on the second day? So this is the second day? So should I... Okay, I think I might... Okay, let me get through this dinner thing first, and then I'm going to stop for the day, but I'm definitely playing this tomorrow because this is hilarious. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Be coy, gush about your date. I'm gonna be coy. Oh no, not that coy. It wasn't really a date, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. Oh, okay, it worked. That's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Yay, she approves. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Okay, good. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a jury supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. I know exactly what movie you're referencing. Don't think you can pull the wool over my eyes. Bony appetite. Don't you mean Bon? Oh. Bonnie appetit. Okay. No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. Oh dear. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I wouldn't call them servants. I'm gonna thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us, just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Wait, what did I give them? I hope it wasn't the comb or else I'm dead. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. Oh dear. Okay, since there's something big about to happen, I think I will save here. Okay, so I will save here, and that will end this stream for now, but I will be starting another stream basically within a few minutes. I'm going to be playing Lethal Company with some friends, and I'm really looking forward to it because I've never played it, but it looks hilarious. So I hope that you'll all join me then. In the meantime, keep wreaking havoc and stealing shiny things. I will see you all soon.